Alright, what's going on, guys? gdoggcasey here, back with some Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play series. We got Wee Guy here. It's been quite a while since I've played on this character, and I am excited to be back, although a little bit lost. Not like lost as in I'm not sure what I'm going to have to do, but just the story is, it's been a little while. So I did like do a quick skim through the last episode. I know we're dealing with the airship and things like that, so that's about as far as I remember, but it's all good. It's all going to come flooding back to us as we continue, and we're going to start right away by doing the best inventions with Sid. Might I have a word with you, Wee Guy? It concerns the chirurgeons. Jeez. Man, do I ever miss saying words like that? After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. Right, because he has like amnesia or something, and he played a big role in the whole, you know, calamity or whatever they called it from 5 years ago. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 6 ice sprites. Well, that's convenient. Though commonly used to reduce the temperature of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. If only life were that easy. Very surprisingly, the game has remembered my hotkey layout, which is actually great. I really wasn't expecting that. I had to reset up the interface and everything, and the sizes and the layout, the HUD layout. Alright, can I just leave this damn town? Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Getting turned around. It's been a while since I've been in this area. There we go. We figured it out. That really doesn't actually seem all that difficult. I don't know what kind of problem I was having. Stone Vigil. Gonna be doing that dungeon soon, I think. There's a nice sprite. Alright, do we remember how to play this character? Probably terribly, but we'll be alright. Oh yeah, the control, that is the evasive maneuver, where it's the shift that is the extra attack. That's right. Control 4 for a powerful shot, and boom! We got him. Just like riding a bike. Some extra crit chance and some extra damage. There we go. Get out of here, Dragonfly. I don't need you. That is a pretty powerful combo. That is not bad. Ah, shit. Whatever. I'm actually having fun with the combat right now anyway. trying to get back into the swing of things. I think overall, my impressions on the Dragoon is that I like it, but I don't know, like I don't know, I'm not really 100% sure how I feel about it yet. It is fun, although it does feel like it's, you know, you do your combo and you do your jumps and you do your buffs and, you know, that's kind of it. The jumps are cool though. It does feel badass to jump around the place. And there are intricacies to it. And I know that I'm going to get some more abilities that are going to extend into a second combo as well. Why am I having trouble with these ice sprites? There's a couple over here. I only need one more though. Look at him go. Good to be back with Wee Guy. Oh shit, hit the wrong button. And I did it again. That's okay. We're good. We figured it out. I'm really excited about the story as well. Like we're still a ways away. Obviously, this story is incredibly long, and it does take a long time to really ramp up. Like we're on what? I think this is episode 56. I always feel like it's a stupid, unnecessary risk to say that because if I'm wrong, then I look dumb. But I think it actually is 56. But yeah, it took that long for the story to really kind of get going with, you know, the airship and everything, and the primals. But it does take off, and it does get really, really good. So I'm looking forward to getting there. Have you obtained the cords? If so, please show them to me. Here we go. What an amazing device, but is it truly an alembic, sir? I have never seen its like before. I too am unsure of what to make of this machine. Well, certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. What is this all about? Where the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Oh. Gilliam. I don't think we like this guy. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for the coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. He's like, how dare they? Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. I guess he's not gonna sell his machine or whatever. I don't know if any of these matter, but we'll take this one. Influencing Inquisitors. Before we can persuade Lord Drillmont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Gilliam that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the Good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Coerthas. The Good Inquisitor, I hate that guy. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of White Brim Front. Share your findings with Alpha Node in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Alright. Joel out. Inquisitor Gilliam, yes, of course I know him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to White Brim Front, several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the Night's Watch. When the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Gilliam rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Really? Is he actually that nice of a guy, but he's just being a complete douchebag to us? I can't remember the specifics. I know we, like, fucked up his trial. Are these guys up here? Must be outside. I can't remember everything we did to this guy, but I do remember thinking he was a giant douchebag. But listening to that story sounds kind of nice. Oh, I know where we're going. In here. Alboys. Inquisitor Gilliam, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop, and I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. Damn. Wait, what's closest? Probably here. Yeah, there's Patrick. Under Inquisitor Gilliam's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. Alright, I don't know, that one doesn't seem so convincing, but... let's see what this last dude has to say. Are you in here? Yeah, there you are. Wait. Yeah, it is a dude, okay. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. It seems a little bit robotic to me. The first guy, though, his story was pretty convincing, so maybe this guy isn't so terrible. But who knows? Alpha Node. Shiver. Are you cold, Alpha Node? In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Yeah, story of our lives. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me that you've been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, wee guy. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Gilliam's motivations. Alright. Well, everything we got is better. By the lights of Ishgard. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's accent. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in White Brim Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Oh, so that guy was lying? Assuming Sir Joelet is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Okay. So, this is the north gate, I guess. And he said he had come from the eastern gate? Or is this the... I don't know. Air begins to crackle with ethereal energies. Plasmoids? Oh no! Hide in the snowman. Ow. Alright, they seem to be here. I don't like leaving the circle. I feel like if I leave, it like does something weird with the instance, but whatever. Let's just put that theory to the test right now. Whoop, wrong one. Wrong one. He's dead. Alright, let's throw on some healing. What are plasmoids doing here? What? I mean, this is probably a product of like not playing for 3 months or however long it's been, and like taking a break like that right in the middle of a specific story arc. But I had no idea that that was going to happen. I did not see that coming. So this Inquisitor is an imposter. He's a big fat phony. What's Alphinaud gonna say about this? You found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. A bloody encyclical? Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Gilliam. Newly come to Coerthus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Weak Eye, before he learns that this deception has been discovered. Yeah, absolutely. Let us move quickly. Blood for blood. Since Lord Drillmont has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Joelet with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. But didn't we... Like, wasn't this guy a liar or something? That's not the right way, is it? No. Like, the reason we went out there was due to an inconsistency of his story. Maybe he's the one who actually killed him. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Yeah, what about this? The Inquisitor is an imposter. Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that all is a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go ahead and speak with Sir Pernilla. Sir Pernilla. She was at the Eastern Gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here, but I will never speak against the man who saved my life. Okay. All of a sudden, someone else was there. Oh, that is, oh, this person. Brunilla. You. I do not believe I know you, sir. Pray move along and trouble me no more. How about this? Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it. Not at all. I don't believe you. We're gonna doubt her. Scolding her right in public. You know, don't you? Fury, take me. I prayed this day would come. When Sir Jolette, or Jolout, I don't know, gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy, but what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Jolout and I would be spared, but if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer unimaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together, we carried Sir Jolette to the infirmary, and on his first night in White Brim Front, Inquisitor Gilliam was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized whilst in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared, he was condemning the innocent to death. I wanted to confess to Lord Drillmont, wanted to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago, I followed the Inquisitor and found that he had kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of White Brim Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire locks. As I had hoped, they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Halienart, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Helone, forgive me for not acting sooner. What the fuck? That sounded like one of the most intricate plots. And she's like, oh, if only I'd acted sooner. Can we go around this way? I actually don't know if we can or not. I guess we're already this far, so might as well check. Sneak out here. What is this? A suspicious box, eh? Rosaries? Present my findings to Drillmont. Alright. This is the guy we're trying to get on our side, I guess. I can't remember. I know Lord Francel is very appreciative of us. I can't remember if it was Drillmont or if it was a different... some different high-up dude in this country who really likes us right now. The first person we helped out, I think. There he is. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you three access to the stone vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. Yeah, well, what about this? There had better be very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries. And where did you find this paper encyclical? Fury, take me. The Inquisitor is a heretic? Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence and your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, wee guy, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first, I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Alright, looks like we're finally getting somewhere with this story. The heretic among us. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Dravanian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength, wee guy. Together, let's put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Alright, let's do it. Let's put an end to this impostor's heresy. Where do we go for that? Down here. Oh, is that Snowcloak? You mentioned Snowcloak. It is Snowcloak. Cool. Snowcloak is a pretty dope dungeon. There it is. You really want to do this, Croc? Turn around. Ah, come on. Oh, here we go. Got him. Alright, sorry, sir. House Durandare Knight. Good to have you with us, sir. When Lord Drillmont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? I am. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halone's halls. Only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Halone. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My Lord Drillmont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Gilliam and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Drillmont. My conscience is quite clear, I assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade? You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence. Ha! All are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Drillmont, then come. Let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Travanian fang and claw. Fang and claw. Coming. Oh, here we go. There we go. Take care of those dudes. Get back on the boss. And now he's a dragon. Shit. Alright, let's throw on some bloodbath. Oh, there's another worm hound. There we go. That was not too bad. Killed the imposter. The heretic. My glamours dispelled. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. Ha ha. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, Whitebrim Front shall fall. Did he just choose to die there? Defiant to the last. Leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. Wee guy, I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Yeah, probably not. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you are reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray, visit me at Whitebrim Front and bring your associates. Your associates. Alright, we're finally ready to get rolling. Excuse me, Croc. I got places to go. Whoop, wrong button again. Shit. Ah, come on. Alright, there we go. So we're going back here, okay. That was a decent story arc. It was a little bit long and drawn out, I think. You know, the entire thing, at least. But it did have a pretty cool ending, and it's not over yet. It ends with a dungeon, I believe. So now we're going into a dungeon on the next quest. So that's where we're going to be ending the episode. But I gotta say, it feels really good to be back. I have a renewed interest in getting through the story again. And I'm really looking forward to getting further and further when the story really starts to explode. So that's going to be cool. We're finally becoming somewhat of a relevant adventurer now, you know? Like, even when we were, like, the hero of Gridania, it felt like we were still sent out to do all sorts of meaningless shit. Where have you been, wee guy? The false Inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always like to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. Absolutely. So we're going to start this. In pursuit of the past. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Drillmont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow Anon. Going right here. It's gonna make us run up the stairs again. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Gilliam would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand. But you must understand, it seemed too much to hope that the scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course, it is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes. I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirm that an abandoned airship has been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by the dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold in Coerthas, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been unable to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change. Or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Drillmont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalane of your impending visit. May Halone guide you, scions. Okay, well now it's time to go track down this dungeon. Stone Vigil. Here. So just up this path. Okay, perfect. Hey, OB guy, Lord Drillmont has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the Stone Vigil whenever you will. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really happy to be back doing this Let's Play once again. Obviously, it's been a while. I feel a little bit out of practice, but really happy to be back. Excited to do this dungeon for the next episode. So let me know in the comments if you're happy the series is back. Hit the like button if you'd like. It really it reassures myself, you know, spending the time to make the episodes. It makes it all that more worth it. So I appreciate that, and I'll see you guys later.